This is the sound of our lives. A world that never stops talking. A world that demands our attention every second, every minute. In today's world, there is no place, no city, no home, no corner where there is absolute silence. Noise has become the background music of our lives. The traffic, the buzz of notification, the endless chatter, the digital overstimulation, it's everywhere. We wake up to alarms, not to peace. We check messages before we check in with ourselves. We fill every empty space with sound, as if silence is something to be afraid of. When was the last time you heard nothing? Silence is not empty. It is full of answers. It is where you meet yourself again. As Blaise Pascal says, all the problems of the humanity stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone. But silence has become a luxury. And the strangest thing, we fear it. We are so addicted to sound, to stimulation, to distractions that even a single moment of true silence feels overwhelming. So what do? We fill it with more noise. But in a world designed to keep you distracted, how do you find silence? We wake up to notifications before we wake up to ourselves. Every morning, the world demands our attention before we even take a deep breath. Today, don't check your phone first. Check in with yourself first. Almost everything will work again if you unplug it for a few minutes, including you. The world is louder than ever, but nature is still whispering. You just have to listen. Find a place where the world feels slower, a park, a quiet street, a bench by the lake. Go there alone, sit and just be. All of the humanity's problems stem from the man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone, as Blaise Pascal said. Now this way of disconnecting to reconnect could be different for different people. For me, something that works best might not work for you. Sometimes I disconnect myself by switching off the Wi-Fi and my mobile data, so that for some time I'll not get any notifications from the internet, and also it will give some rest to my phone. Sometimes I just go out to meet with friends. Sometimes I just sleep for 3-4 hours in the afternoon. Mostly I prefer to have a nap, but sometimes a 3-4 hour sleep in the afternoon works for me. So the main idea is you have to find your own way of disconnecting so that you can reconnect with yourself. It can also be like you are spending time on your passion, something that you really love to do. Some work that you get so much engaged that it keeps you aside from all the internet, all the noises outside. And one of the greatest source of noise in your life is the mobile phone, the noise of the perception of the people on the internet, through reels, through shorts, through videos, all of the things that you are watching. When you watch any video or any reel on the internet, you actually start working on the perception of the thoughts of the other people. You don't get time to make your own thought process, make your own perception about anything. So the main reason of disconnecting with the outer world is to have your own thought process, have your own perception about something, and most important, you know how you think, who you are, how much capable of you as a person of doing anything. Practice the art of doing nothing. We have been taught that doing nothing is a waste of time, but have you ever tried it? Just sitting, breathing, watching life unfold without interrupting it. Close your eyes, inhale, exhale, do nothing, let the time pass, feel the silence fill you up. Silence is not empty, it is full of answers. Find your quiet ritual. Silence is just not about avoiding noise, it's about choosing what you let in. Find your quiet ritual, something that doesn't involve a screen, something that makes you feel alive without the world watching. The quieter you become, the more you can hear. So choosing your own quiet ritual. Now this can also be different for different people. For me, what works is reading books, writing journal, and workout. So mostly I do body weight workout. What happens there is कि when I'm doing any exercise or when I'm doing any movement, my all the muscles, my whole mind is focused on that particular muscle. So that helps to keep me engaged and distracted from all the other things and all the other stuff that is going in the world or in my life. So these are the things that actually work for me, and it could be different for you. You can take up of something of your own interest, anything that something you love. So it can also be something that you want to learn. Go somewhere silent. If you have never experienced true silence, find it. Go where no cars pass, where no voices echo. And when you do, you will realize silence is not just a place, it's a state of mind. Within you, there is a stillness and a sanctuary to which you can retreat at any time and be yourself. Silence is not something you find once, it is something you return to again and again. In a world that never stops talking, choose to listen to the quiet. Let silence take you to the core of the life.